Welcome everyone, let's sing with soul.
I wanna feel it
Deep in my soul.
Oh yeah, feel it.
Paul, you are one of the most in-demand coaches for voice. It's a pleasure to be speaking to you because I know that you have lots of fans and followers, and they've been asking a lot of questions about your singing programs. But let me ask you, first of all, how did you get so good in what you do? How old were you when you started this?
Oh my goodness. So I guess very early on, the leadership at my church recognized that um, I I was really good with the choir. So I started with the youth choir. And the types of people that we had in our church were not singers. Um, at my church, we had a lot of people who hadn't been a part of the culture for most of their life, So I didn't have uh, a group of people who knew how to sing. Um, and with these non-singers, I was able to uh, organize a choir and get them all to sound really good. So I had tone deafness to deal with. I had accent issues, and I had all, and like we were doing some tricky songs, like Kirk Franklin and the Family. Now that's when they were really singing. You know what I mean? And Hezekiah Walker. We were doing some really tricky songs with non-singers, and
Wow.
so they put me in charge of the adult choir as well, and same deal, just non-singers. These people just were not singers. Like, and so very early on, I started working with people who many other choir directors might think, oh no, you're out of the choir. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nah,
What is the
get
door?
out of here. Like, dude, join another ministry. Um, so that's sort of how I got my chops up. Um,
Wow.
when I was 22, my dad passed away,
Oh, wow.
and I was just thinking about how to, take care of my mom. And I'm thinking, okay, I have to go back to school somehow because I had been pursuing music in New York. I spent about 5 years in New York, back and forth between Toronto
Wow.
and New York, just pursuing music career. We almost got signed a couple of times, once to Motown with Sylvia
Okay.
Rome. I don't know if you know Sylvia
Wow.
Rome. And then another time to Capitol Records. We almost got signed, but then our production company tried to start a bidding war, and they didn't like
Mm,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
and
doesn't
yeah,
work.
but and then the second time, I can't remember his name was. I'll have to let you know his name a little later. But he was gonna sign us, and he ended
Mm.
up dying. It's so
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that deal fell through. Anyhow, and so I went back to school, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start meeting with people one on one. Dad's gone,
Mm.
so I'm gonna take care of mom. Let's see what I can do to get some clients. And so I was just handing out cards. Hey, Paul McKay coaches, and it started really slow, meeting with individual people. I didn't have the theory. I didn't
Mm.
know everything. I was just going based on gift,
Wow.
just based on my own sense of, and I've always enjoyed teaching and working with people. And so that's sort of how I got started. And then with YouTube,
Mm.
one day I just posted a video and didn't think a whole lot of it. I just say, I could even show you you saw the first couple
Yeah,
videos.
yeah, yeah.
You could see I have all these weird quirks about me back then. Yeah,
It's always new on YouTube for the first time, then you
y-
get a hang of it. But
yeah.
that video went viral, didn't it? Millions of views.
Which one was that? Oh, that
Yeah,
was
both the
uh,
early day ones.
yeah. That was a couple of them did reasonably well.
Yeah.
Um, but then I mean, I was still working out my whole charisma. I was coming into my own as a man, even.
Mm.
So I didn't know exactly how to present myself. I was like, oh, I'm kind of a nerd. How do I sound cool? Should I worry about trying to be cool, or should I, anyways. And then, got married, had a little sex, and I got my charisma.
Got mature.
Sorry, I
Oh
think it's a
dear.
little mature. What am I saying?
And then you started like the academy. Is that when you started in earnest, like One
um,
Voice, or when did One Voice actually start?
what started happening is because I didn't have an actual organized method yet. The actual one voice method, I didn't have the whole
Mm.
structured model that I have now.
Yeah.
It was literally just me, just being as creative as I knew how to be, and just going with my gut and my sincere
Yeah.
desire to help people. Um, that's what I was going with, and that desire that served me right all the time. It always directed me with what to do to help this particular person. I developed kind of an intuition um, for conveying these sort of complicated ideas in a way that regular Joes could understand,
Hmm.
or
That's
regular
one of
people.
the things that struck me, because I got a lot of questions, not only from your followers but also from mine, about the basics. Does Paul help with the basics? How would he work with a lay person like me? So
Mm-hmm.
you've seen them all from what you're saying, and you develop this pentatonic scale system that's very accessible,
Yeah,
very easy. And I've never seen anyone train that soul style like you.
yeah.
But you often say sing with soul. So what does that mean if you were going to like summarize it in a minute for a layperson? What
Hmm.
does singing with soul mean?
To sing with soul, um, it means to accurately convey the emotion in a way that translates and is pleasant to the ears as well. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because you can sing with soul and sound terrible. You
There've been a few Michael Jackson impersonators on Instagram
know?
and TikTok. It's
Oh my.
hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Oh
100%.
my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can hear someone singing and know that they're emotional and they feel what they're
Mm,
saying, but
yeah.
at the same time there needs to be a pleasantness, and and this is another way of defining singing with soul. Would you like, when you sing, that people just listen to you and they're like, oh, that's nice. Oh, 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 listen to that. Okay, that's
And
nice.
that's it.
Or would you like this?
Oh, yep. The stank face.
You see what I'm saying? Now that's the
Yep.
difference between just singing and singing with soul.
Singing.
Singing and singing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
100%.
dear. So someone can learn how to sing soulfully. Like, is like some people say you either got it or you don't got it. Like you were saying, there's the door.
Hmm.
People like really
Yeah,
have it.
no, no, now this is the thing about that. You absolutely can. You absolutely can learn. I think that stank kind of thing that I talked about, the sounds that you're producing when you get that kind of reaction out of people
Mhm.
are not pleasant sounds. They're not, but they're done skillfully.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
They're
Yep.
they're yeah, they're powerful sounds. Um, they're strong sounds,
Mm.
but they're not particularly pleasant, you know. But
Yeah.
it gets something out of people. It
It does.
literally, I can't think of too many other things other than really soulful singing that get this reaction out of anyone.
Yeah. That's true.
Like I can't think of.
Yep.
I think sometimes maybe when you taste good food that
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
enjoy,
yeah.
it's like,
Hmm.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But the all the emotions within the whole spectrum of romance and stuff,
Right.
I
That's
can't
true.
think of.
Yeah.
I don't see that in romance. You know what I mean? I'm trying
That's
to think.
true.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called soul food.
Okay. Okay.
You see what I'm
That's a
saying?
good point. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and
So it's
music.
not binary. It's not you got it or you don't got it. You can train people
Yes.
to
Yeah,
into their
because
own.
this is the thing. Everybody experiences deep emotion, right? The challenge is conveying that deep, the power of that emotion in a
Mm,
way that translates and people can understand, right?
mm,
And that does take skill. And there are methods to it. You see what I'm saying? Let me say hi to everyone as well. Hi everyone. Hey Ella, thank you so much for being here. Okay, hold on. Hey everyone. Just want to engage with all of you. So that that whole process, the whole explanation that I gave, I have devised a system
hmm
for teaching you the mechanics of, like, obviously I'm talking about the growl that
mm.
like I talk about it at length,
Yeah.
and how
Yeah.
to access the sound, how to
Mm,
safely use it, when
mm.
to use it, you see. um,
Yeah.
and then a lot of it is you taking these leaps of faith and trusting me as your instructor. Hey, make
hmm
the sound, come on, let's go, make that ugly.
Yeah.
You see what
And
I'm
as a
saying?
student, let me just speak as a student because I know a lot of my followers who are on me, they've heard me talk about my vocal coach. So for those of you that haven't met my vocal coach, Paul, this is the guy, and he has quite a resume. And honestly, as a student, I can tell you, Paul knows how to help you. So we got one of the questions, Paul. How should I start first? Should I start thinking about pitch or breathing or tone or rhythm or emotion? What should one think of first
Yeah.
or as a beginner?
My first thing as a beginner, pitch and tone. Okay,
Mm,
in that order. Okay, you need your ear to be able to hear with accuracy, and reproduce what you hear. You see what I'm saying? So if somebody's giving you a pitch like, you've got to be able to
mm,
give me the same pitch. you know, at,
gotcha.
at at the very least. Um, I have dealt with tone deafness, and I
Mm,
know how to deal with it.
wow.
It takes a bit of patience, but listen, man, I have all the patience in the world.
I love it.
To work with tone deafness, yeah, buddy.
Mm,
So, I've had people just quit because, like, I'm still going, and they're like, "Okay, Paul, nah, I think I'm gonna do something else." If we've been
wow.
working out, but like, I don't give up. I literally don't give up, and I've
Mm,
seen people with tone deafness improve.
wow.
And yeah, yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it again and again. And so
That's good. That's hopeful.
yeah, and I know the way. I absolutely delight in working with non-singers. I do.
Mm,
Yeah, I don't need you to be a great singer for me to work with you. I
that's good
don't.
to know.
Yeah, I don't, and I don't need to be impressed by good singing
Mm.
generally.
Because I saw a lot of chats in one of your last streams, and people were asking, "Can you deal with me as a beginner? I've got no talent, but I want to sing well."
Hmm.
And you're answering the question for them that you can. Now I got another question: why do some singers hit every note correctly? Like I can sing on pitch, but I just don't have that soul voice you're talking about. Can you help people like that as well?
Yeah, that is now where I talked about tone, right? You don't have to do a whole lot in terms of, you know, quickly singing notes or singing quick riffs and runs. Your riffs don't even have to be quick. if you have a good tone, you see? And what powers good tone, a good tonality, is two things. It's breath and resonance. Do you see what I'm saying? So breath, generally speaking, if somebody has a kind of tentative sounding or shaky tone, it's because their breathing needs to be more fluid. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see, that's kind of like a sigh. But if you're holding one note, because the sigh kind of goes through a spectrum of notes, it just kind of glissandos, right? But if it's one note, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When your breathing is nice and fluid, then that's the first part of establishing a good tone. Next, you have resonators. So if you're too nasally, you want to come out of nasal resonance a bit, bring the sound forward, see, or back. You see what I'm saying? Oh, right. So breath and resonance, those are the two things that will help with a decent tone. And sometimes that's all you need. You know, I talk a lot about riffs and runs.
Yeah.
I do. And I do because that's what's made me popular,
Yes.
you know. So
Yeah.
I've been like, okay, let's keep talking about these riffs and runs. And, you know, I've come up with, as I've worked with people, because I've had countless client
Brazilian.
individual one-on-ones on
Yeah.
Zoom.
I had watched tons of your videos before I reached out to you and said, I need some help.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
seen tons of videos, and I know a lot of people have watched your videos, but they don't know how to access your school, which I'm going to put on the screen right now. You
yeah,
can join Paul's community by going to school.com/what you see on the screen. And we have people from all over the world and honestly, different walks of life. Everyone's got a job. You know, some of these friends of ours, they call from their job on a Saturday and they participate, and it's a great community. So
yeah,
if you feel like I just want a safe space, I don't want Paul to judge me. Paul isn't going to judge you. You got many people who are just like you, and it's a
yeah,
great community, and we all support each other. But I have to be honest, that community gave me more and more and more confidence
yeah. Oh,
to begin singing. And you know, if you're one of my followers, you know, I'm always telling you, even if you make music, however you make music, at a minimum, put your real voice on your record. I know you may want to hire people or you might want to use technology, but Paul will help you. Even if it's your speaking voice that you want to get better,
yeah,
Paul can help you with that. Because we get this question, how important is breathing? And you just covered it, that it's key,
yeah,
it's pivotal.
yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, someone asked, what is the biggest mistake that beginners make when they're trying to sound like a soul singer? Have you seen like a common trend?
You know, yes, 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 yes. Because these singers are particularly skilled at what they do, and they are performing at the top of their game. Do you see what I'm saying? So the skills that they are demonstrating, um, it takes conditioning and training, um, and a certain rigor
Mm,
that most people, when people hear them, they're just going for it, you know. For Whitney Houston to sing how Whitney Houston sang, it takes a certain kind of vocal conditioning. Okay.
yeah.
Even in the singing world, Whitney Houston's style, most voice coaches would say that's a little too much chest voice.
Mm,
You see what I'm saying? But there was power in it. You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? People would say, "Oh no, she should be mixing a lot more. She needs to
Mm,
engage more of the mixed voice. There's too much chest in there." You know,
really?
I know, but that's what voice coaches would say, right?
Ah,
But this is the thing. Her voice was a wonder to everyone because of the power and the
mhm.
beauty.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
mix of power and beauty. That's like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, gorgeous voice.
Yeah. And even when she wasn't doing riffs and runs, like I want to dance with somebody, that,
Oh,
I
100.
mean,
It was
Even though
her
she did
voice.
some crazy things there too.
Yeah, there was a beauty to her voice. And so listen, the mistake that people make um, is attempting certain skills that I know it's fun and we're so inspired by the good singing that we hear,
Mhm.
right? And we just want to go for it, you know. But in the same way that like a professional gymnast can do some things that they've been trained
Mm.
with hours and hours of work to try to do, or we'll say
Mm.
an Olympic diver, all right?
Yeah.
You don't watch Olympic diving and then try diving.
I'll try this at home.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh
So
dear.
certainly, certainly you can try some things, but you do need instruction for certain skills,
Mm.
because you don't want to cause damage to your
Right.
voice. You know? Yeah.
Right. Right. So Paul, let's ask the friends who are watching. We got about 20 plus people watching.
Mhm.
If you have any questions, we want you to put them in the chat, and Paul is going to take your questions live. I know for the past number of days you've been watching the channel and seeing a lot of restreams, but
Mhm.
that is just to get you to absorb more of the material Paul has out there. A lot of the videos you wouldn't know that they're sitting in Paul's live place. But
Mhm.
watch the live videos and you see some of the classes Paul has done. But if you got questions, you can ask. So another question is,
Sure.
how can a singer find their natural voice instead of copying Luther or copying Mariah, who has a crazy range? How do you find your own natural voice?
Mhm. Now that I find to be a very interesting question because of what I understand about the voice. You know, everyone already has a unique voice,
Mm.
unique anatomy that's it's housed inside a unique body, right? With very unique experiences, um, of a very unique context to your whole life and existence. Um, it's actually not that hard. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? To find your unique voice.
Mm.
Um, just sing. You know?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because and then what I would advise is gleaming from other artists whatever you can. Yes, copy other art. You can feel free to copy other artists
What's
because
the best way to find your subject that you want to like model after? Is there any
yeah,
tips on that?
yeah, it's whatever ignites your passion. It's when
Hmm.
you listen to a singer,
Yeah.
if they inspire you, if you hear
Yeah.
them, and it's whenever you hear the singer, you just don't know what to do with yourself. You're just like,
So let's say Daryl Coley, I love
oh,
him, or Vanessa Bell Armstrong, and but their range is so light years beyond what I can get to. Should I still use
yes,
those people?
yes, indeed. You treat them as a model of the potential of what is possible. Let's just
Mm.
say that. Um, and then you need to be realistic about where you are. Do you
Mm.
see what I'm saying? So you look at whatever whatever it is, you look at that standard and be inspired by it. Be inspired, listen to them, and you will find elements of their sound when you listen
Mhm.
to what you do. As you are inspired by them, as you are enjoying it, you cannot help but produce what you're inspired by. Do you see what
Mm.
and
Gotcha.
so
Gotcha.
yeah, and so I would say also seek out instruction to help close that gap. You see what I'm saying? Between
Mm.
where you are and what you want. And you'll often come to some sort of compromise in the middle.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? With
Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. So I
Hmm.
know a lot of people, they do bathroom singing and they do mirror singing, but when it comes time to come out, they're very conscious and they cannot perform at the level they do in the bathroom. Any tips for people like that?
Oh man. You need exposure and experience.
Mm.
That's all. That's what it is. So the best thing to do is to immerse yourself into some sort of culture or group where that's happening regularly. You see?
Like the school. That's what the school is doing for a lot of us.
Yes, indeed. It's giving
Yeah.
you that experience um, to publicly display what you've been working on. Right?
Mm,
Yeah,
gotcha.
and to sharpen your gift um, against other singers and other you see with
Right.
a skillful objective ear to help direct you. You
Mm.
see?
You bring up a great point, Paul, because I mean, we've done one-on-ones, but the school is a different animal in a good way. It
Hmm.
just lets you feel free. Like you're like, I guess I may not be that bad after all. I mean,
Oh,
everyone's trying their
100%.
best.
You know, this
Yeah.
is
So
another thing. This is another thing. Generally, the members of the community will adapt kind of the disposition and the certain characters and flavor of the leader of the community, generally speaking.
true.
And I've always encouraged an extremely encouraging and nurturing kind of atmosphere, you know? Um, Even when people do something that would seem objectively wrong, um, I'm not out here saying, "Oh no, you're wrong. That sounded terrible." You see what I'm saying? It's
Right.
more, "Oh, okay, let's do that again." You notice that, Phil? Like I'm
I
not,
do,
yeah,
absolutely. Very encouraging, not judgmental one bit. And you
yeah,
make everyone feel at ease and we just
yeah.
have a good old time. It's like a family.
Oh,
It's like a
100%.
family. And
Yeah.
I honestly I had no singing home.
Uh,
I've been in many bands and I've led choirs myself, but
mhm.
talking about a singing home where you can feel vulnerable and just go all out and make mistakes and try the crazy things that you tell us, like the squawk or the growl or whatever.
Yeah.
And everyone's doing it, and we're just having a blast, and we're actually getting more comfortable with ourselves. We find our inner voice. So
Yes.
I highly advise it, and that's the link one more time. And
Hmm.
this is a link where you will have a home, and it's in my mind it's like a steal. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, because this is like a couple of low budget cups of coffee. Talk about the we're not even talking Starbucks. This is like it's like a McDonald's coffee, two McDonald's coffees, right?
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
price of that, you can find your home. You can begin to cultivate that identity and come under the tutelage of someone who's worked with the likes of Drake and Fantasia. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. So, Paul, can you give us a demo? We don't want to wake up the neighbors, but can you give us a demo of some of your foundational tutelage and how maybe
Yes.
one lyric can be done in a variety of ways, or whatever you want to demo for our friends who are watching tonight to kind of
Mm,
help them discover a little bit more?
sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to sing something in the style of the charismatic black church. Okay. And as I go for it, I need you to be aware of the fact that rhythm and metronome for this particular style of execution um, does not need to have any play. This is the orator or the sermonic solo. All right. Many preachers who also sing will lead a congregation in a song like this. So it's like oh, no beat. Amazing, amazing grace. You see what's going on here? Um, Time stands still
There's
with
a
this.
lot of control, a lot of control.
But
even at that volume.
yeah, that style of singing gives you an opportunity to build your chops.
Mm.
When there's no, oh, there goes the light. When
We
there's
can still see you.
yeah, when there's no obligation to a metronome,
Mm.
it gives you such freedom. And
Mm.
I, you know, that's actually next on our agenda, Phil, in the group.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
where we take our time and we sing a song in a way that feels good to our soul without
Mm.
without an obligation to metronome and rhythm. You see?
Wow.
Yeah. So the black church, that's a particular thing, a style that comes from that tradition that you don't
Wow.
find anywhere else.
That's true.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Paul, let me ask you this. When you're doing those, I mean, I could just watch that for hours and soak it in. But your choice of note, I know you've been doing this for like a gazillion years, but the
Mhm.
choice of notes, are you making a determination of which notes to pick? Like someone is, playing an instrument and they're just not fluidly playing all over the place without really giving it thought,
Mhm.
but they know the range that they're in, they know the notes they're playing with. Is it more like feel, or do you still think of where to
Well,
go? Or is it just like
Phil,
talking?
the principles that I've been teaching in the group are what I'm applying here. All right.
Mm,
So I'm taking the melody of the
mm.
song. All right.
Okay.
So the melody says, Amazing grace. Right. How sweet the sound. But what we do is we improvise in the space in between the melody notes, in the space in
Mhm.
between so uh mm, amazing grace. You see what's going on?
Yeah.
How mm, sweet. You see what's going on?
A full-on black church
Uh,
there. Oh dear.
the sound. So you take the notes of the
Oh
melody.
dear.
So that's the principle that I'm teaching. When you see my
Mm,
exercises that say 5,
yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, it's the
Mhm.
same principle at
You
play.
taught us that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the same,
Yeah.
but this is a little bit more of an advanced
Oh, that is honestly, you need to teach us those magic tricks, Paul, because there is so much you did, and I learned something right now from what you just did.
uh,
And one of our friends gave you a round of applause. King's daughter, thank you
thank
for
you.
chatting in. But Paul
Thank
is just a master at this stuff, and
you. You
we've
know,
had some people who are really picking onto it in the training. Our
yeah,
friend out in Guatemala, I think,
yeah,
he's doing really well.
yeah.
He's killing it.
Can I, at this juncture, can I just talk about Phil, the creator, real quick?
No, this is about Paul, the creator, the
Just,
voice coach.
just a
So,
moment.
Paul, I got a question. Someone like Mariah,
Uh-huh.
her range.
Hmm.
Is that range God given? Because that whistle range, and the kind of crazy thing she does. Have you worked with someone that had like a tiny little range and then improved? And if so, how did that happen?
Yeah, you know what's interesting? A lot of us are capable of a lot more than we actually use when we sing. Um,
Mm.
so the way I teach it, you have theoretical range, and then you have your practical range, right?
Mhm.
So when I'm working with someone, I and when I'm testing and teasing out their range, I go to the extreme end of the top range, right, and see what are you actually capable of. And if it's a female who can scream, then it's like, oh, okay, well, you can do that, right? And then I also test the bottom end of their range, right?
Mm.
And so you have these extremes that, wow, this sort of shows what's possible, but it's
Mm.
not very practical, generally
Okay.
speaking. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So then what we do is from there, we define practical range, you see?
Mm.
And that will help us with deciding the types of songs to sing, like song choice. It helps us make decisions because even within their range, you have the spectrum of registers that are sort of within their ability. And even further, the parts are the registers that they are the most competent naturally at, you see?
Yeah.
So a singer can have an extensive range, but their chest register is a little on the weak side.
Mm.
So then they should be singing songs by artists that have a similar voice type. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then by the same token, there are artists who have extensive ranges, but their strength is in the chest voice, you see? Um,
Mm.
Me particularly, I mean, I have an extensive range, but I'm not in my head voice all day. Do you see what I'm saying? Generally, I'm singing comfortably in a baritone range, which is, but I visit these high notes, like
Yeah.
powerful notes.
Your intro for Tune Your Mind. I'm like, how does he do that? Can you do that right now, Paul?
Oh my gosh, it's too late.
It's too late. You wake up the neighbors.
Yeah, I stopped doing that because I noticed as I was on YouTube, you can see when where the engagement goes, and so I was like, oh,
Yes.
let me just jump into it and catch them instead. Yeah, so you'll notice the last time I did that was probably, gosh, 8 years ago or something. One of those two.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't been doing. Oh gosh. Anyhow, yeah, yeah.
So, Paul, your the 6 5 3 2 1, that thing you
Mhm.
teach us, how do you get the separation that it doesn't sound all muddled together to
Mm.
really go in and out properly?
Yeah, that is, yeah. It's called it's called note separation, right?
Mm.
And it's a topic within singing that varies across genre, right? Goodness. And you can visit countries all over the world and hear and find different techniques for how vocalists separate notes. South Asian singers have a way of doing it that's kind of, abrupt. You know, um, Middle
Yes.
Eastern singers, Middle East
Oh, yeah.
have a way.
Those scales.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. The scales, the notes of the scales, and also the unique way that they note separate, that they distinguish one note from the next. Different cultures have different ways of doing it. The Europeans have
Mm.
a note separation type that involves a lot of breath work, a lot of kind of
Mm.
uh let me describe it. It's like do you see what's going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Breath. Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Right? And so that's Europe right there. Um, but then obviously the soul style,
Yeah.
the way riffs and runs are generally done, you have to use the same set of notes.
Mm.
Ooh. So you can't use a European style to ooh, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
It's hilarious. Oh, dear.
so
Okay.
there's a particular way that we separate that R&B singers,
Mhm.
pop singers, uh,
Yeah.
gospel, you know,
Mm.
country singers. notes separate, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I teach that, so now that it involves a very delicate, this is an exercise that I take people through to help with note separation for this genre, okay? At the beginning of his song, Let's Stay Together, Al Green has this kind of I, right? So this and that is a useful exercise, that right there. Even
Mm.
though soul singers, they stylize that, they use that stylistically in so many different contexts. That in itself is a wonderful kind of conditioning exercise to get you to separate notes like Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? Or
Mm.
like one of these singers who can, no, huh. So what you'll do, you'll start with different vowels, ooh, and oh, and ah. You just practice that a little bit. And then what you'll
Yeah.
do is you'll try changing the pitch. Ah, you see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And then you can pick up the pace. The rest of it is just drill work and practice work, and
Mm.
yeah. So
There are a
that's
couple of really fast, like Daryl Coley, that rest his soul, just crazy with that. And
hmm
Stevie, ridiculous.
Stevie Wonder is the he's a major pioneer and forerunner in this particular style of very quick riffs, and he didn't start out like that,
Mm.
he it was later on he started really, you know really going for it, these fast riffs.
Yeah.
But if you hear Aretha's riffs and Daryl's, Daryl, he could go fast or slow, and
Mm.
it was literally his creative choice whether he was going fast or slow with his riffs and runs. He just
Right.
did whatever he wanted to do with his voice.
Crazy, man.
He sang any.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gotten enough credit. A lot of people need to go listen to Daryl Coley.
Oh yeah. And
Blown away.
oh yeah. Very talented. Um,
Yeah.
mhm. Okay.
So Paul, before we've been at this for about an hour, and I'm looking forward to people asking questions. Although we have a very camera shy audience, even though they're not on camera with us, but no one's asking the questions. Probably waiting to see. Okay, Paul, give us more of a lesson. So
Mhm.
if you had, let's say, 5 minutes this was only 5 minutes you're going to get with this person. You'll never see them again, and it's like, here's your 5 minute lesson. As an example, I met Chick Corea backstage after his Cabot Hall performance in London, and that was the only time I had with him, about 5 minutes. And he taught me something that I never forgot, and it changed my life. So if
Mhm.
you had that 5 minutes with this audience, what would you teach them in 5 minutes to set them on their merry way for life?
Oh my goodness. Before I teach them to sing, I would want to get to the core of who they are personally and what their aspirations are. Even before we think about singing, you know,
Mm.
we're capable of so much, and sometimes it just takes somebody to see us and help us believe that what we aspire to is possible, you know? Oh gosh. I would want more than 5 minutes.
Let's say you didn't have it. So, I mean, my question was on improvisation, and
I know.
I know a lot of people have, because that was a question I asked Chick, and he unleashed me. He gave me his philosophy. He
Mm,
distilled it. So, if you're going to give someone your philosophy, like, just give it to them, and they'll run with it and never forget. What would your
This is what I would do first. So what I would say, I would ask them who inspires them vocally and why. Why? What is it about this inspirational person? What is it about their gift that inspires you? And why are you inspired by that in particular? You know, I would help them to just gain some clarity on why it is they're doing what they're doing. And then what I would do is ask, whom do men say that you are? Men or women?
Mm,
Like when people hear you sing, your
mm,
family or someone close to you who cares about you, you know, who will be honest with you, um, who do they compare you to? Who do you get
mm,
compared to? And they'll say, oh, well, I get compared to Barry White or this, okay, but Mariah Carey inspires you. So how are we gonna how are we gonna reconcile this? You objectively sound like Barry White,
it's hilarious.
but Mariah Carey inspires you.
Oh
I
dear.
I think when you ask questions like that, you
Hmm.
help people to quickly get direction in terms of
Mm.
you may have to look for inspiration elsewhere. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness, that's hilarious.
but so that's generally what I would ask. But
Mm,
more often than not, the people who inspire you reveal what's possible for you or what you
mm,
see what I'm saying? They give you a bit of direction. And the reasons they inspire you is something in them reminds you of yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? There's
yeah.
something you're seeing in them
Hmm.
that resonates with you, that reminds you of yourself, you know? So if you sing like Barry White and Mariah Carey reminds you of yourself, I mean,
Oh, oh dear.
you know.
Uh,
So I guess
mm,
the objective would be to help steer them in the right direction
gotcha.
for them. You see? Yeah,
Mm, that's huge.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny because when I met Chick, he asked me a number of questions similar to what you're asking. And one of them is, you know, my friend Herbie Hancock. So he was already asking, trying to sift out if I knew, people that he was familiar with. And, we have a duet album and so it was getting me to go down more of a mental path. And
Hmm.
so you just did the same thing because I know many people have that, you know, dilemma. You sing like X, but you're inspired by Y. Well,
Hmm.
look for inspiration in that line. And you taught us that in the class. So I
Yeah.
know what my range is like. And I started thinking, okay, I need to get inspiration from these other sources. So that's great. Okay, Paul, one more performance for the night. What would you sing for us?
Oh my Jesus. Okay. Um, I want to sing to my community
Mm.
because you've
By
given
the
me.
way, a shout out to Lynn Guy. I just want to make sure you saw this.
Oh, let's see. You have people from the land of Soca Steel Pen. Yeah, Trinidad. Trini to the bone. Okay, hold on. Yes, your channel is great. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn Guy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Um, I'm thankful for the unique opportunity to be myself and share everything that I am um, to a community who appreciates what I have to give. I just want to say thank you to all of you who are on this live right now, all of you who are part of my school community. It's it's the quest of everyone's life to find something like what I found in you guys. In you know, and it's rare and it's a rare blessing to be able to be authentically who I am and to have that be a blessing to so many.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And there are many people who are working jobs and it's like, oh man, this is truly a promised land. It's like a land flowing with milk and honey. What I found in my community here on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, in the school community. Thank you, truly, truly, from the bottom of my heart, for having subscribed, and thank you for benefiting from what I do so naturally. Thank you. So and this is something I've been praying for. Let's try all my life I prayed for someone like you. I'm singing to my community now. And I thank God that I finally found you. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my life I prayed for someone like you, and I hope that you feel the same way too. Yes, I pray that yes, I know that you do love me too. Mm.
Woo!
So much. Thank you.
The man, the myth, the legend. There he is.
Like,
Paul, you got so many people that appreciate your style of singing. They've actually said they want to see some album from you in the future.
oh,
So cheers to more work and,
that's where you're going to come in, right, Phil?
absolutely. I'm here for you. We'll get some great collaboration going.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
before we close, I just want to give a shout out to everyone who chatted in right from the beginning. If there's anyone who we didn't highlight, I think that was Ella that came in. Brown Skin Ray also showing some appreciation.
Mm,
Yuso and Andre Rosso, thank you. King's Daughter, thank you, and Lingai. So the reason why we came on is really to have a conversation. So at this point, if you have any questions, we want to encourage you to just ask them. Paul is here for you, as you heard him serenading you folks. He's here for you, not
mm,
for anyone other than you. So please ask questions. I know that there are people who may want to use their voice as minimally as possible, but they want to get started using it. Paul can help you, whether it's your speaking voice, whether it's singing at the very basic level, as you heard him talk about things from the beginning all the way to the more advanced. And let's not forget the more advanced people. The more advanced people will have questions such as, when you are coaching an experienced singer, what subtle things are you listening for that an average listener might never notice?
mm-hmm. Very good. Now, the questions that experienced singers ask typically center around, when you're performing at a particular level, right? Say it's NFL football or
Yes.
NBA.
Hmm.
It's a game of literal inches.
Yes.
The worst player in the league compared to the best player in the league are
Mm,
surprisingly close in skill
that's
level.
right. It's true.
And it's literally, there's a couple of little things that LeBron does that gives him that edge, you know?
Mm,
And so for particularly skilled singers, it's really hashing out these details. What is it that's going to get you to be able to hit these notes? A lot of the questions center around longevity and stamina,
right.
because it's not enough simply to be able to hit a note. You've got to do so effortlessly. So how do we effortlessly execute um, these impressive, powerful skills? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is really, it comes down to technique. After you've demonstrated an ability to really sing as compared to other peers and other singers in your industry, how do you last, and how do you best take care of your voice, and what are the particular skills that will give me an edge, so that's
Gotcha. Thank you for that, Paul. That's great. We
yeah.
have Ella chatted in. You can see on the screen, Michelle Farrell. Is such an interesting singer. She
Oh,
gets really physical and
oh yeah,
uh,
yeah. She's
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 an original.
definitely interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you observe her, you see the whole spectrum of what's available
Hmm.
to singers.
That's true.
She's giving you the whole shebang. Like just with her mouth positions
Oh yeah, it's
and
ridiculous.
resonance. She's really, and she's maximizing the
Yeah,
extremes of
yeah.
pitch, of resonance, of vowel shape, of
Hmm.
register transitions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Of expression. She's stretching out these boundaries of what is possible.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and how unashamedly she experiments in front of all of us. You know,
I'm going to ask you a very dangerous question now, Paul. So
so,
I'm glad I'm not the one being asked. What is your Mount Rushmore for top male and then female? Don't
oh,
mix male and female. Give me
geez.
the male, give me the female.
Oh Lord. These are tough questions because there are nuances that you have to be aware of. And there are certain, like in one industry, it's going to be different for another industry or one genre that, you know,
Hmm.
people in, let's say people in the rap game, they don't know anything about no Karen Clark. They might. Oh, they
some, of,
actually might. And hold on, they
some of
probably,
them do.
yeah, they,
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
because Snoop Dogg did a whole collaboration with the Clark sisters. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, um,
So it's
let me say,
tricky because
in
four
country,
is a very small number.
okay, this is what I'm gonna say because I'm gonna go based on the genre that I enjoy. Okay,
Okay. Hmm.
because you could easily segment this, and I think Dolly Parton is a wonderful vocalist and always has been for
Mm.
her genre, and just generally, there's a certain musicality that she always had to what she does. It's simple and beautiful, Joni Mitchell for her
Oh
genre,
wow. Nice.
Alanis Morissette, Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
I think, my lord, she was a great vocalist. She is, you know, there are, and you don't have to be singing soulfully in the way the black church would understand. So Alanis Morissette
Mm.
was a soulful singer. Is, I guess, you see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
see the passion and you see the emotion, and it's pleasant to the ears as well. And it's
Mm.
powerful too. I'm almost, you know, doing one of these, but at the same time, she's skillful too. You see what I'm saying?
Mm. Okay. One more. You got one more head.
Hold on, no, these aren't the real ones though. Going-
Okay.
no, I'm going based on other genres that. Okay,
Yeah, I get you.
I have to segment in terms of my genre, male,
Hmm.
female. Okay, so
Yeah.
my all-time favorite male vocalist, the Reverend James Moore. If you know who that is,
Mm. Okay.
we would have to do a deep dive into why.
Yeah.
Because his technique, oh my lord, his technique and
Oh, okay.
his mixed voice, the
Mm.
power and the effortlessness and the
Mm.
beauty of it, man. That guy, he passed away. All these people passed away. They're not around anymore. You know.
Wow.
Um, another male, Rance Allen. You know Rance
Oh
Allen.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then Daryl Coley. And then somebody a little more modern would be Dietrich Haddon.
Really?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Huh.
His technique is great.
He does a lot of growling and stuff.
His technique is great.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that's good to know. Okay.
yeah. Dietrich
I
Haddon.
listened to him early day, like way early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So James Moore, Ron Sallin, Daryl Coley,
Dietrich
and
Haddon.
Dietrich. Really? Okay.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
learned something. I got to go listen to Dietrich
These
again.
are all
Okay.
gospel singers, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Secular. See, Brian McKnight,
Okay.
Stevie Wonder. Like the new guys are just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about that because people aren't really
Okay.
singing anymore. And then females now. Females.
You only give me two for secular. You gave me Brian McKnight and Stevie Wonder. Give me two more.
Oh gosh. I'm not hearing a lot that impresses me in the modern because they're not singing anymore. They're doing this kind of talking singing and
That's
rapping
right.
singing.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Bruno Mars impresses me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. His technique.
One more. One more. Let's put the fourth head on, Paul. Come on now.
These
Don't
are
hold back.
take note. These are all male vocalists, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, I can't
Will
think.
Michael make it in
Oh
there?
no! Hold on. I like Marvin Sapp's mixed voice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like the tone of his mixed voice.
It's incredible. I
Yeah,
agree. I love
I'm
it.
trying to figure out what's going on in there. What's going on in there? How,
It's a gift. It's
yeah,
something.
yeah. I like his mixed
Mm,
voice.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so females. Um, Obviously Aretha Franklin. Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who I like better. It's Aretha influenced Vanessa a great deal.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. But my goodness, Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Good Lord. Okay,
Crazy.
and then obviously Karen Clark.
Yeah.
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 Another female. I'm gonna say Kim Burrell.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
say Kim Burrell. But in terms
Okay.
of, I like Fantasia.
Oh yeah.
I like her because she pours out. Like
Oh yeah. Her emotion is through the roof, man.
when I say emotion, I mean she's in the spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on. Right on. Yeah.
She's singing
Right
anointed
on.
regardless of what she's singing.
She will make you cry if you're being honest to you. True to you.
Oh yeah, I tell you,
She'll bring it out of you, man.
I do love Fantasia. I do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like she's so sincere. I just see like such a
Yeah.
sincerity. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to do all that church stuff and that speaking in tongues.
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues to a secular song. Like, what are you doing?
Oh dear.
But
This is a masterclass in the discography that one should go look at.
yeah.
So this is good. All right. So we've done male gospel, female gospel. I'm
Female
glad Karen
secular,
is in there. She's one of my favorites.
female,
Secular.
female secular. I like Tori Kelly.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. You can tell she's heavily influenced by the Clark sisters.
Hmm. I have to go listen to her more.
Yeah, I like Tori. I like Jazmine Sullivan, but these are all, yeah, they may
Okay.
as well be from the church. These are all,
Yeah, they kind of are, exactly.
you know, yeah, I don't want to criticize any artist publicly. Too many
No, I get
avoiding.
what you said.
Yeah, because
But does Jasmine Sullivan really qualify like as good? Well, I guess you would say from
you know,
churchy.
yeah. This is the thing about Jazmine. Oh, I didn't mention Zaccardi Cortez. I like Zaccardi from the male side,
Yeah.
but he's gospel as well. You don't know Zaccardi Cortez?
No,
Oh,
really, someone I should pay attention to.
oh man, we
Who do you
gotta.
want to take out to put his head on the mountain? Is it?
Gosh,
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
listen. I would be happy to be the first to introduce you to Zaccardi Cortez. Okay, so
Really?
don't look him up
Okay.
yet. I want to be here.
Okay.
Anyways,
All right.
good
I've got
Lord.
Tori and Jazmine.
This is what I like about Jazmine: the power and the agility. Not only is she agile, but she has power. You see what I'm saying? She's able to project, and she still has this crazy agility while she's projecting.
Hmm.
You know, and that's what I mean. I think you'll find a lot of people who have great agility, but they're singing quietly,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
do these cute little TikTok videos.
Oh
But
dear.
my Lord, when you can belt and be agile,
Yeah.
it's because I know how technically difficult it is. When I hear singers do it, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And not only that, they're transitioning through their entire vocal range, and they're agile while they're transitioning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Avery Wilson is good at that too.
Okay.
You know Avery? Okay, well, yeah, he's
I'm taking notes, as you can see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tori, Jasmine, and Avery.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else?
Avery's a male singer. That's
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
the unisex name. I thought it. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. I'll check out Avery Wilson. So you only got two for the secular. I didn't hear you mention Whitney.
Oh, I mean that goes without saying. No, that goes without saying. Whitney. The thing I like about Whitney, the quality of her voice. She represented the style, the culture. She represented the liturgical gospel sound well. She was the perfect representative to bring the attention of the whole world to the church.
It's true.
Where the sound came from.
Yeah.
She was a deeply devout believer and lover of God. She was, despite the struggles she had. And I believe she was used by God,
She started off with BB and CC, didn't she? Like in the early days.
She enjoyed singing with them. Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
BB
like her
and
second
CC,
family.
Yeah, she did. Anyhow.
Okay, you give me three now. So I got Tori, Jazmine, and Whitney. Would Mariah make her way to that? The face said it all. Okay, give me another one.
Hold on. Just a minute.
Oh, you got a suggestion, Paul, on the screen.
No, I want to say something, because I appreciate Mariah. No, Mariah, let's put her there.
I'm getting you in trouble now.
No. Oh gosh, no.
Dude, this is one of the most incriminating questions you can ask any musician
No,
from Mount Rushmore.
I have a great deal of respect for Mariah, and one thing I know, Mariah, she's dealt with a lot.
She has dealt
with a lot, and
crazy
it's
stuff.
a toll. Yeah, and you have to be so whole, because singing is such a physical, like you yourself are the instrument.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not just physically your body, but also your hopes and your dreams. I love Mariah too. you know, yeah, Phyllis Hyman, exceptional, extraordinary. I mean, from people from that era, I like Stephanie Mills, Anita Baker,
Mm.
you
Oh
know,
my goodness. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
all the, like, what can I
One of
say?
my favorites.
That's what I said.
Amen.
Like, I'm gonna get in trouble if
It's just one of the worst questions you can
I know
ask.
it's
But
one of these tough questions. Yeah, I know. I love Mariah too. Uh,
so
to
just
sing,
for the
this is
sake
what I'm
of
gonna say. To sing like that, you need to be spiritually covered. Let me just say that. To sing like Mariah, you need you need spiritual covering, because certain sounds uh, are just very powerful and effective, and you need a black church to cover you in prayer.
oh dear. So you do know that we have five because I
I'm
ended up
playing.
adding
That's
Marvin Sapp to male gospel.
hmm
I know we were all over the place, but for the sake of those who are watching, this isn't meant to be. We're not judging, best, and we're just giving you material that you might want to go listen to. When Paul tells you you go listen because you're going to learn a ton from his recommendations.
yeah.
So I'm going to put them in the chat, and thank you very much, all of you, for chatting in suggestions that you wanted Paul to mention. Yeah.
People are giving their favorite.
Yes,
Look
I,
at that.
I see that. Let's
That's
see.
nice. Well, let's see.
She makes bank at Christmas.
Oh,
That's a fact.
100%.
That's a
Yeah, yeah,
fact. Yeah.
yeah. Christmas is.
Molly Music.
Oh yeah,
Molly.
I like Molly. I like him because he has a good heart, and he creates from a very sincere, honest, real place, and he's an
Mm.
innovator. You know, in terms of his technique, he doesn't have to do all this mixed voice and stuff. Like, he should just keep doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like Molly as well. I like him as a creator. You know,
Good deal.
yeah.
Well, Paul,
Mhm.
I've kept you longer, much longer than I wanted to, but I'm so happy that you're able to, interact with your awesome followers and mine as well, and give some 2 cents and help us feel more informed and
Yeah.
more comfortable about singing because people are scared of two things, either public speaking or singing,
Mm,
especially in front of a strange audience.
yeah.
So I'll just speak as a student of yours. School.com/ Paul McKay, one voice that you see on the screen. Highly advise this because it will give you wings to fly. The best way to fly is to be kicked out of the nest, right? And you're going to stumble and roll, but the best place to do it is among people that you have a safe space, psychologically safe space.
Yeah.
So you are invited. I highly recommend it. I've been a student with Paul for a year now, and I've also met a lot of friends. All
Mm,
right. Marianne, shout out to her. Shout out to Israel. Shout out to all of our Saturday friends,
yeah, yeah,
right? Because we meet, we have a blast,
yeah.
we are comfortable in our own skin
Yeah.
amongst our friends. So
Yes, indeed.
you have a chat here. Raylene
Caught you
caught
early.
you earlier. Super excited to have caught you again.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. We
okay.
got a lot,
Well,
lot of our friends.
I just want to talk about how reasonable the school is in terms of, like, the obligation. It's literally 2 cups of coffee, you know,
Low end cups of coffee.
for a whole month, um,
Yeah.
of benefit.
Oh my goodness.
And
It's
so it's like
it's
a monthly subscription, but it's very, very manageable.
oh, you know what I love about the school, Paul, is the fact that you're not gonna go broke by drinking 2 cups of coffee. Let's be honest, Paul. We both have kids. The drive-through, the McDonald's drive-through, will do more damage to your wallet
100%.
than a month of a school subscription. But the value is through the roof
Yeah.
because it's hard to find vocal coaches that are as patient as you, that will give you the time of day to really listen. Like, I was so impressed when you said, Phil, it's the breathing. We got to do something about the breathing. I was like, he knows me as good as I know myself. And we barely even spend that much time. And you immediately found things I needed to fix. And everyone in the school will say, yeah, Paul knows my weaknesses. As soon as he hears them and he corrects them and gives me stuff that I can do, like take away. The other cool thing I like about it is people who want to go to the next level, they can always have one-on-ones at your availability. So it's not just, it's all school. For those people who might be more advanced, that want some more one-on-ones behind closed doors and then be conscious of people, they're coming by night, Paul, give me the skills. Those people as well have access. So I'll just speak as a student. If you really mean business, you want to learn how to sing, like maybe even not, maybe riffs and runs, you're scared. It's okay. Paul will teach you the basics, like the bare basics, the pitch, the tone, even rhythm. We have a number of people who are dealing with rhythm issues too. And you're very patient with all of us. So yeah.
It's an absolute delight to work with all of you, So
How do you join? So here's the link. I'll put it in the chat again. It's just the school link that I beamed up on the screen. I'm gonna put it inside the actual YouTube chat on Paul's channel. The King's Daughter gave us a chat here. Sam Benson said, I don't drink coffee, but how do I sign up? That is hilarious. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat again for everyone.
So there's the link, everyone.
Awesome. This is going to be the funniest one from Sam.
He looks like clergy, this Sam Benson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. It's okay, Raylene. That's fine. Okay. So that's it. Join us. We would love to have everyone on this call on Saturday. Discover yourself. It's a very safe space psychologically. Very safe. And, I was telling Paul this, I didn't feel very comfortable remotely singing, in public places until Paul started working with me, and it just became second nature. I started doing that. My followers can attest to the crazy singing I do when I'm demonstrating stuff. I'm so not even bothered because we're all on a journey. And the people who get to their destination are the ones who begin. So come to school. Yeah, absolutely, King's Daughter. It's very affordable. Very affordable.
Yeah, 100%.
I started feeling guilty when I missed school because it's like, you're gonna flunk if you skip. if you don't show up to class, you flunk the class. So I, all those travels that I did, I'm like, oh, I miss my Saturday family. So I'm really grateful for the school. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Any final words, Paul?
Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us. Phil, thank you. Great questions. Yeah, great questions. And community, those of you who are able to be here in real time with us, thank you. It's been an absolute delight hanging out with all of you, chilling with you, talking about something that I care so much about, Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care.
All right. And don't forget, after the fact, put questions in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Welcome everyone, let's sing with soul.
I wanna feel it
Deep in my soul,